Well, hello there. I'm trying to patch together a little video, a video showing a couple of my new quote-unquote vintage radios that I've acquired, a couple of old tube radios, and a little clip, a little garden update clip from my garden, and maybe just a brief look at my shaved den. So I'm trying to incorporate all three of my hobbies into this little clip. I'm going to, I suppose, start with the radios, and we'll move on from there. I might spend most of the time talking about the radios, and, well, you'll see in a minute here. Before I get to the vintage radios, here's one I didn't show in my last video of old radios. This is one of my newest radios. It's sort of retro, no tubes involved. I've had this for several years, but I had it put back in the box and not on display, and there it is. That's what I was playing the classical music on, and that's made by the company that is currently calling itself Crosley. Okay, and their dials on their old radios looked very similar to this. Okay, moving over here though, that's a DeWalt radio that Joseph Payne, who has a YouTube channel under his own name, Joseph Payne of Olathe, Kansas, made this nice for me. That is to say, he restored it. It's still got tubes. He probably fixed the electrolytics, etc., etc. Let's see here. I'm going to turn it on, and we'll have to wait for it to warm up, of course, being that it's a tube radio. It's from 1955. He sent me the specifics along with it, the specs actually, the what do you call that? It's more than a blueprint. It's the electronics. I can't even think of the name of it.
This is News Radio 1110 KFAB Omaha. Online at KFAB.
Now that's a station I'm listening to on Skip, a broadcast station. This can be turned here and we can get shortwave, but I need a shortwave antenna, so I'm going to get something closer in here. And there you go. Fine-tune that. Yeah, very nice. And now I'll move on to the other vintage radio that I got recently. Okay, there is the 1945 Crosley that someone, a fellow in Alberta, Canada, I believe it was, had restored. I don't think it sounds as good as that DeWalt radio from 1955, but I'm tempted to send this one day into Joseph Payne in Olathe, Kansas, and have him look it over. But let's see. I should be able to at least... It does get music. It plays okay. It doesn't get stations on Skip as well, but that might have something to do with the part of my place that it's currently sitting in.
Train operator Union Pacific says over a dozen cars jumped the tracks, that the train was carrying fertilizer, and that its fuel caught fire. ABC's Chuck Siebert said no injuries reported. Those new guidelines from the CDC allowing vaccinated Americans to go without masks in most indoor and outdoor settings is being met with a mixed response.
Okay, this is a garden update. Here's my little garden. Got some more phlox growing back there. The grape hyacinths are pretty much done, but they're still alive. That purple there, that's some salvia, not the salvia divinorum that you smoke and get high or hallucinate or whatever, but one of hundreds of types of salvia. And then we got a miniature rose, and around some of those plants are growing some dwarf, what is it? I might be able to put the camera on the thing here. What's it say? It says dwarf mix marigold is what that says right there. I'll kind of center it. You can see those, and then other dwarf marigolds. There's the miniature rose getting ready to bloom. More mums over here. Those are mums that, yeah, I'm hoping they're starting to get bigger. They have little growths on them, good kind of growth. This one's trying to bloom again. I actually picked some little blooms off of these because they had been force bloomed and then those blooms had died. Just trying to get those mums a little bit bigger. These are some peonies that are getting ready to open. They're already established and they have been here a while. And then moving over here, right here, these are naked ladies. They will be these long bladed leaves will get they'll die and get mown down, and then there will be some tall thin stalks with some pretty purple flowers on them. I believe it is purple, I think. Here's some blue, kind of violet, that's phlox, the same as I have back over there in the corner by that breeze block that I put that breeze block in there, kind of hoping also to get some of that phlox growing in and over and around it. And so there's that, and then the Indian carpet, that hasn't spread out too much yet, but a little bit. And then these plants, I forget what they are, but they are, they like the shade a little bit, and they're kind of pinkish. And there you have it. That's the garden. I'll take you for a wider shot. This is my favorite part since I've got it fenced around a little bit here. There you go, a little bit of color. And of course these were already established. These, the naked ladies, they're going to be, and the peonies, which haven't opened yet. And then up over here, no takers yet, but there's my cheap $3 or $4 little, well, that's a hummingbird feeder. I'll try to get closer to it. Oh, that didn't make it much better, but there it is. And the little garden. It's still got a long way to go, but yeah, that's that so far. I'm having to start this part of the video over again because I screwed something up, but here is the main part of my shave den, I guess you could say. It's a closet full of things. And then down there on the floor are some other things, not necessarily shaving related. This is a cart, a plastic cart with drawers, meant for art supplies, but very versatile, can be used for other things. And I've got more razors on top of it and more soaps in the drawers. And then over here, the top part of this is just towels. I was going to make this whole side thing here of shelves related to shaving, but I like having my towels there. And got some shaving stuff on this shelf. This shelf is kind of a mixed bag. And speaking of bags, I have bags of shaving creams that come in tubes and cardboard boxes. And I'll show you, like I started to show you on the first take of this. It's, if you can see that, it's those kinds of creams. They're not all Arko. I've got, I don't know how many I've got in there, but there's quite a few, 4 bags full. If you can see that, then vacuum cleaner, mop, and some broom, and some other stuff. Oh, and then you might have been able to see in passing, I have some more shaving soaps and drawers here. Maybe another time I will do a more detailed version of my a shaved den tour, a bona fide tour. Now one more thing, well, actually 2 more adjuncts to my shaved den, because this has gotten very full in here. Here, this is just getting started, so it's not a full cabinet, but it is a cheap but not inexpensive, cost me $100 or more, bookshelf that I put together. And yeah, it's got the beginnings of filling up with shave stuff. And hopefully one day I'll include all of this in a detailed tour, perhaps, of my shave den. Now one more part, and that would include what I've got in my medicine cabinet in the necessity room. Okay, there are some shaving related things, both old style and new, and in my medicine cabinet. And also there's the thing that holds my phone on the medicine cabinet when I'm doing a video in here. So there are some razors and things in there. Occasionally there'll be something down here. This is handy stuff, but it has nothing to do with shaving. It's just for these times in which we live. It's the kind of hand soap that, well, it's antimicrobial, and it's the type that surgeons use to scrub up with before before a surgery. I'm going to try to move this door over here. In fact, I'll take the clip off here, this thing here. I'm going to hold that aside for a minute so that you might be able to see a few more of the things that I keep in the medicine cabinet. No real medicine per se in the medicine cabinet, just shaving stuff, and then my toothpaste and a couple of toothbrushes, I guess. And oh, down here, you might have seen this in passing there. That's the Sterling collapsible shaving bowl, which I'm told is also a type of well, it's a pet food bowl too, but anytime I'm lathering one of those shaving creams that come in a tube, I find that this is really, really good for that, especially if I use a synthetic brush. And that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Just a little little coffee and conversation video. No coffee this time, but maybe sometime when my stomach's feeling like it can handle the acid again. Well, like I said, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you should happen to feel up to it, I would appreciate it if you would like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you'd like to see more of my videos and know when they are posted. Good night, good day, good morning, wherever you are. Good afternoon, all across this great country and around the world on the internet.